Good morning. I'm here. I made it. Oh man. Oh, and there is Winston. Hello everyone. How are we doing? How is your Monday going so far? Please don't go there. Please not today. Not today. I know. I know. You're having a hard time with the old ladies. I know. We're doing our best. We're doing our best, baby boy. Les Bound, you have a 5 stream streak. Oh, geez, I have to practice that. That's amazing. That's amazing. What are you doing? What's happening? What is he doing? Oh, it's very loud. I should probably close the window, but I think we need some fresh air. We'll see how it goes. Can I join? Am I allowed to join? Are you still there? Do I need to stay standing? You can come here, Juice. You can come here. We're having a bit of a morning. I was getting reacquainted with my bathroom floor, as I do every once in a while when I get an unexpected flare-up outside of the expected window of an endometriosis episode. So I was minding my own business when my uterus was like, and I had to lie down. And unfortunately, sometimes that means I am lying in places that are just not really made to lie down. In this case, the bathroom floor. And as I was trying very hard not to completely break down, I heard that Toulouse was puking up her breakfast. So I did cry. Toulouse was upset, and it was a scene. It was quite a scene. So I decided to postpone a little bit longer. A few months ago, I would have said I'm not even streaming at all because the voice in my head would have been too loud about you're a failure and look at you being an absolute miserable F. Let's just not even try anymore. But I'm getting better at controlling that voice. So we're a little bit late, but we're here. So how are we doing? I hope you're having a better Monday than I have had so far. Hi, Loop. Junza, are you neurotypical or neurodivergent? Because I may have a book for you that could explain it, but not if you're neurotypical. Then I have to think a little bit more. Or was it not a serious question? Remember, I am not neurotypical, so I will take these questions very seriously. Good to see you, though. And Les Bound, of course. Five stream streak. Gosh, you're doing amazing. Hi, Umsket. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Yes, I'm going to need it. Toos is going to join us. I am as cozy as I can possibly get. I've got my grandpa vest. I'm wearing my vintage kilt. Come on. Yeah, you can come on. You can join. You can join. I remembered to put on her bow today because she can't really sleep with the bow. So in the evening when I give them wet food, you can join. You're okay. Oh, poor baby. I have to take off the bow, even though I love it. But she'll get it dirty. She already got it dirty once. And in the morning I put it back on. I forgot yesterday. Hi, Blue. How are you doing today? Hi, Turlek. Mondays suck. Yeah, they're not great, are they? I was on vacation for 2 weeks and spent most in the Netherlands, and now I'm back to work. How did you like the Netherlands? Thank you, Junza. Yeah, it's an actual vintage. I got it from like a vintage kilo sale, which is amazing. And I looked it up, and it's actually from like the 60s or something. I looked it up through the buttons and the brand. It doesn't exist anymore, I feel like. But I'm not sure. Good morning, Garfield. How are you doing? It's still morning. It's still morning. Oh, Winston, watch out. You're gonna listen to Love Game and play League? Okay. Good luck, Junza. I am smiling into the abyss. Good, Les Bound. That is how we will, how we should always meet the abyss. Smiling in defiance. Yeah, it was a bit of a rough start, but it happens. It's not like it never happens. It's just that, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, baby. You're having he is. Oh, what did you do? What is that? What happened here? What did you do? What did you get into? He has something behind his ear. No, 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 no. She's not feeling well. Come on, go on, please. You had chicken. You had boiled chicken. You had tuna. You had salmon. I'm trying to buy his compliance, but it's not working. Oh, poor baby. I know. I'm keeping an eye on him. Please don't be mean today. Okay? You can be mean to me. I'm still a little out of breath. I'll probably continue being out of breath. I hope I don't need a hot water bottle because that will make me very drowsy. And I am persistent to get through the stream today. So let's just get to it, right? Thank you for the hug, Garfield. Yeah, I kind of need a hug. Hi, Tingy. You got here just in time. You're exactly on time, always. Careful, baby. Good boy. You can be very careful. We have proof. I love the Netherlands. It was so calm and relaxing. Okay, good. Good to hear. Hi, Wonky. Welcome in. Swimming through Twitch streams just to stop when someone's silently playing the cat. Well, if you find your way back here, you will realize that it happens quite a lot. That was Toulouse, and she has learned that if I sit here, I kind of have no choice but to give her spanks. This one is another story. He is just orange. He's orange. That's all we can say about that. Don't eat it, but you can play with it. It's a dried flower. Don't eat it. No. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Hi, Millie. Goedemorgen. I am doing as well as I can. It was just a minor, very painful flare up, and if they come out of nowhere, they kind of just I need to curl up no matter where I am. Sometimes that it means I'm in the kitchen. Sometimes I'm in the bathroom, and sometimes it just randomly anywhere. I've had one in the middle of the supermarket. That one wasn't fun because I had to pretend to be very interested in what was I looking at? I don't even know. Probably like canned vegetables or something for 20 minutes until I could stand up straight again. That wasn't fun. And if you need a little bit of doping, that's okay too. I mean, I did take painkillers, but the thing is, it takes a while for them to take. And it wasn't, it's just, I have, the episodes are when I'm either ovulating or menstruating, which I'm not at the moment. I've already had the episode. This is a flare up, and they happen just unexpectedly. Because my abdomen is just filled with scar tissue, so bowel movements can already give me a flare up, or just this is going to be so silly, but a fart, just a fart can give me a flare up because it's just all messed up and inflamed. Having endometriosis is so much fun. It's so much fun, but thank you for being here. And thank you for being patient with me, because this is one of those days where I'm reminded that I'm very lucky to have the opportunity to try and make this sustainable for me, and hopefully in the future give back to the community as well. Because what kind of boss would have not gotten angry at me for a morning like this? First I said I'll be an hour later, and then I'm not even sure when I'm going to be able to show up. No regular boss is going to be accepting of that. Why are you angry? Excuse you? I mean, I know why you're angry, but listen, we couldn't go for a walk no matter what had happened this morning, baby. It was storming and raining. We know how you react to that. You would have gotten more pissed than you are now. Okay? He has the right to be angry. It's okay. Living with two old ladies that are having the sick day. It must be hard. Winnie, leave her alone. Come on. I'll give you... No. I'll give you... We'll play a little bit, all right? I have to collect books. Hey, I see you. Winnie, come here. Good boy. Yeah, I know. It's a rough day for all of us, you included. We won't forget about our kitten. Hi, Storm. Hi, June. Why is there scar tissue on your abdomen? I have endometriosis. Yeah, I have endometriosis, which in short means my uterus is broken, and what is supposed to be on the inside, the 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 menstrual tissue that builds up every month leaks into the rest of my body, causing scar tissue, which is a very short way to explain what it means to have endometriosis. It has been found that the scar tissue can travel throughout the entire body, though, which explains some other issues that I have, but most of the time it is confined to my lower abdomen. If you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. Girls don't fart. I literally, Millie, I am not even kidding. The endometriosis. Winston, I know, I know, I know. Give me a few more minutes, and in the sprint, I will give you a little bit more attention, okay? Can we agree? Thank you. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. You're such a good boy. But sometimes you have to be a bit patient, okay? Yes, we'll play with this. We'll play with this. One of his favorite toys, a piece of plastic. Don't worry, he doesn't eat it. He just chases it. He loves it. Um, yeah, he slapped my hand away, didn't he? That was weird. It's okay, Millie. I mean, it's not. It's not okay, but I'm okay. I'm here, and I'm so grateful to have you here as well, and that I am able to. Because, truth be told, there are cases of people with endometriosis. Don't do this. I know that you do it because you know you get a response, but we're not having this, okay? No. Be a good boy, as we all know you can be. You're chaos, you're a menace, but that is only comparable to how much of a sweet being you are. Right, Winnie? Hey? Yeah, I'm talking to you. It's okay. I know. I'll play with him in a little bit. But we're just going to shift the entire stream a little bit. Let's talk a little bit more and just settle in a little bit. So let's start at 12:15. I know it's very late, but you know what? So be it. Hi, Talimir. How are you doing? Home office just got a bit less lonely. Well, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that you're here as well. Winston just here out. I hope you're feeling okay. I'm okay. I promise. If I actually couldn't be here, I wouldn't be here. Okay? But I might be a bit in pain, and I might not be as bubbly as I would like to be. I'm gonna do my best, which is all we can do sometimes, and which is all I ask of you as well. Just do your best. Showing up is the most important thing. So maybe today that means I'm not gonna be very productive, but I'm showing up. And that gives me some receipts for the future to remind myself that I am able to do things, but sometimes it's just a little bit harder. And I hope that if there's something you get away from today, is that showing up is important, knowing your boundaries is important, listening to your body is important, but try, right? Speaking of being patient, I bought the silent patient for my mom on her birthday. Okay, that one was good. That one was good. I hope she'll enjoy it. I did love that. Don't read The Maidens. Don't buy anyone The Maidens, please. I mean, you could, but I don't recommend it. I think she'll love it, and now I can actually say that it's a good book because I listened to it myself. Oh, you did? You did? Oh, I love hearing that. 50 times around the sun, and I've never carved a pumpkin. Today I bought 2 tiny munchkin pumpkins and a little carving kit. What could possibly go wrong? I love that, Garfield. If you would like to, I would love to see the results in Discord. You don't have to, but I would love to see it. I won't be able to do that because my orange cat will probably cause a lot of trouble and mess. Would a hysterectomy help with your condition? I'm sure it's been thought about with you and professionals, just curious. This is one of the ways you can go, yes, if you have endometriosis. The first thing you would do is a laparoscopy, actually, but they refused to give that to me because my female gynecologists, two of them, would rather I mess up my entire body with hormones first and suppress the issue because it's a band-aid. It's not a solution. Messing up your entire system with hormones to me is not a solution. And I did my homework. The long-term effects are not worth it to me. I want a laparoscopy because one, that is the only way to 100% for sure say that it's endometriosis. Now I have enough other symptoms to be like 99% sure, but when they do a laparoscopy, they can also laser away the scar tissue that they find. And they just refused to give that to me. In fact, they didn't even offer it. And when I asked for it, they got offended and the conversation was basically over. A hysterectomy was kind of used as a threat. They gave me hormones or a hysterectomy. That were the two options. The middle way wasn't even brought up. And I'm very hurt by that still, even though it's been a while since I went for my second opinion. Both of them gave the same story. It was really bizarre, actually. But the problem is, especially now it's confirmed that the scar tissue, I don't know if you know this, but if you step in glass, if they don't take out everything, all the glass can start moving through your body. And the same kind of goes for endometriosis tissue. It can start traveling, and recently I found a story of a woman who had endometriosis tissue in her shin, in her leg, in her lower leg. Ridiculous. And because they don't entirely know what it causes, because it hasn't been taken seriously for long enough, and clearly still not, because I am not listened to when I'm asking for a specific treatment by females. That's the most hurtful part, really. A hysterectomy would not ensure that it stays away, because it seems to be an inflammation of a lot more than just a uterus. It's just that it starts with the uterus, it seems, or that is what I think. So even if I were to take it all out, that is no guarantee that all the symptoms will go away. So really, there's no solution. There's no cure. What the most we can do is management. It's pain management. And please don't jump. Please don't jump. Come on, baby. Give me a few more minutes, okay? Yes, I see you. I see you. You want more room over there? I'll create more room. That we can do that. So yeah, that's that. It sucks. It sucks. The research is just lacking. There needs to be a lot more research. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Go get it. That was lovely. 1, 2, go. So this is why I'm also, I don't want to let it stop me from the little that I am able to do, which is just the working from home and making the best of it. And I already have to cancel stream and cancel plans. And a few months ago, I decided that I am not able to make promises anymore when it comes to meeting with people or anything really, because I just don't trust my body. Like just now, that a flare up like that can ruin my entire day. Just because I don't have to go outside, I'm able to be here. If I had to go for groceries today, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. I can't promise myself that I'll make it back without being absolutely wrecked. So, in the rest of the day, I'll have to be very careful. But I mean, I can talk about it, and I can raise a little bit more awareness of it like this as well, which is also good, I guess. I don't know. Butani, hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the raise up. 17 months. Oh my God, that's so much. I hope you're having a good Monday. Cat Physics, I love that name. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Hi, Talos. How's it going? Like, well, really, like any other day, actually. It's just usually I'm lucky with when I get hit with an episode. Usually it's either not on stream days or after, and sometimes it's not. Hi, Tab. It's a shame doctors often take input from their patients defensively and react in unproductive ways. Yeah, both of them. But they gave the exact same story. It was weird. The exact same, as if they were reading a script or something. It was so odd. And the response when I asked, well, what about the laparoscopy? What if I wanted to be lasered away? They started talking about the consequences and they could damage all kinds of stuff. What do you mean? You're giving me a hysterectomy as an option, so but you can't. What? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. That's why I say the hysterectomy was given as a threat. They really wanted to push me on hormones, which makes me feel, and maybe I'm paranoid, but it makes me feel like women are still being used as guinea pigs. They want to try the hormones because it's not proven. They just want to try, and without being informed, use you as a test subject. Because why would you give two an extreme option with an option that is not proven to be working, and just not mention the one that maybe isn't a solution either, but at the very least it would give me a few months, maybe even a few years of less to no pain. It makes no sense. And luckily I'm tired, but otherwise I would be upset and angry right now, but I'm just too tired. Someone said something about sleeping bad. Please take care of yourself and make sure that you get some rest. And I don't think I said hi to Blue, did I? I'm a bit confused today as well, so please know that you're very much allowed to laugh at me. I try to do the same. Sometimes being around someone is enough. Yeah, exactly. And just so you know, you being around means so much to me. Really, it does. Mm. No, they wouldn't. They didn't even offer it. They didn't. I had to bring it up myself. The laparoscopy loop. It was really weird. And I wasn't allowed to get the treatment. Just not unless I was used as a guinea pig before, or get a hysterectomy. It's really weird. But that's the situation. And I could get a third opinion and a fourth opinion, but it takes a lot of. To me, it hurts. It hurts to be rejected like that and to be not taken seriously, and especially if it's a woman. And it took almost a year between both appointments, between the first and the second, for me to actually find the courage again to try, because it just makes you feel like you're. Actually, they said that my pain must not be bad enough if I didn't want to try the hormones. That's what it came down to. They almost said that literally. This close to saying that to my face, that, oh, so you don't want to try the hormones, then you must not be in enough pain, which is ridiculous. If I'm not mistaken, aren't doctors required allowed to give patients all possible options? So I feel like that as well, but I am not good at standing up for myself. If a friend of mine was in the same situation, I would raise hell for them. But when it comes to me, I just kind of, I crumble and go home and cry, which is not good. And I'm learning to be better. Today is actually a good example that despite being in pain, I'm still showing up. And I'm taking myself seriously, but I'm not giving up. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Do you have people that can help with you with practical stuff like that though? Like getting groceries? Not really. I mean, I do, but I don't want to ask that. I have become a lot better at stocking up on stuff. Like I hate, there's still flies. I thought the soap thing worked. It's not working. I need more. I don't want to give up on the plan, but there's still baby flies every time. I soaked it in freaking soap. I'm not going to worry about it. There's an infested plant next to the camera. I'm so sorry if it's annoying. It's stressing me out as well. I do. If I were to actually need help with that, I can call my dad, you know. But um, I've gotten better at stocking up on frozen foods, and even though I hate having to cut back on making myself amazing dishes, like I used to make pizza dough from scratch, you know. Um, Vincent, few more minutes. I know, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Get something that I can play fetch with. Why don't you? Hey, right? I'll play with you in a little bit. Um. Oh, you said that, Millie. I said I didn't sleep well these past 2 nights. No worries though. My energy levels are very inconsistent. Winston, Winston, don't do this. Come on. Don't use Deleuze to get my attention. That's not nice. That's not how we do it in this house, right? Hello? Do you need me to put you in timeout? Because I will. I'm gonna put him in timeout. Hold on. Oh, we're gonna get stuck. Hopefully we don't bring. Yeah, well, this is what it means. Can you be okay? Can you give us a moment? Hey? Few more minutes. Okay? There you go. Um, since I started losing a lot of weight, overall my energy has gone up a lot, so it's all good. Okay. Listen to your body. Don't be stubborn. Show up, but keep listening to your body. It's time to start racing hell. How long have you been on the hormone therapy? I am not. I'm just on painkillers. You're obviously still suffering quite a bit. I don't want to. I did my research. That's the thing. I did my research, and doctors get very offended if you're, you know, which is silly because aren't you supposed to be informed? Isn't that like a right you have to make informed decisions on your body and your health? So I did my research on the hormones that they offer, and how effective the laparoscopy would be, the consequences, the healing time, and they were very upset that I knew everything. Which is why after I listened to their story, right? I listened to the hormone therapy and the hysterectomy threats, and after I had listened to all their options and realized that again for 2 times the hysterectomy was being offered as a bit of a threat, really. I asked them about the laparoscopy, and after that, the conversation was really over. It was over. I was basically sent away, and made to feel very bad about bringing it up because apparently my pain wasn't enough, because otherwise I would have chosen the hormones. And I don't want to cry about it because I did cry so much. If you hear that twice, it's so hurtful. I'm afraid that Winston got the ladybug. Okay, so you can give me the pros and cons of both the hormonal treatment and the other thing. I forgot how to name. You give me a percentage of both the risk and cons would be. They did, but they still wouldn't. They didn't want to listen to my being informed. The fact that I was informed was already a bad move, according to the response that I received. It was really weird. I don't know. Well, he's being a quiet menace. It's interesting. He just wants attention, and I get that. He couldn't go outside for a walk this morning because it's storming. It's storming outside, so he wouldn't want to, and I didn't try, because I didn't want to try go out in a storm and then have a pissed off cat, because apparently cats are convinced that humans are in control of the weather, and I did it on purpose. Yeah, Tyler's an adorable menace. He's trying. He's trying. Hi, the way. The way doctors communicate and listen is so effing important. Their medical knowledge is most important, but they're not fixing a machine. They're treating a human. Yeah, yeah. And I'm afraid that a few of them just are not quite up to date on their own ego and how much that influences the way they perceive their patients. Okay, good, Millie. Saying thank you most of the time. That is a good one. I should do that more often as well. Saying thank you to my body for just, holding me up every day despite everything. So, what I'm going to do today is I am going to start making notes for my October wrap up video for over on YouTube. I'm going to collect the books, but I'm going to have to give some attention to Winston because he is being the most adorable menace that he can be. So I'll try to be in screen a little bit, but I might have to walk around with his favorite toys. So please excuse me. Hi, Riku. Thank you. I went to an audiology specialist once. He started spewing out all of those medical terms when explaining the problem. I told him I must have slept through the lecture at medical school, so could he explain it of non-medical terms? Yeah, they do that as well. And I feel like they just try to overwhelm you because I feel like they already have a choice or something in mind that they want to do to you. And in my case, it is hormone therapy. They want to use me as a guinea pig. That is really what it feels like. They want to use women as a guinea pig first before actually giving the treatment that they desire. But who am I? That's just a theory. That's just my experience. I'm not saying that's the truth, but that was my experience. But despite that, we will persevere. And we do that by banding together and just being there. Maybe we can't always do something practical, but I think it was Blue who said sometimes just being there is really not just enough, but helpful. So thank you. Let's try to get some things done. And if you are very productive and in a good mood today, go, go, go. All right? I'm right here with you. I'm going to mute myself now, and I'll see you in less than 30 minutes. Good luck. last moments. And that was the first sprint. We are taking a 10-minute break and then we're doing another sprint. How does it sound? I have collected the books that I have read as far as I can in October, one of which is a library book and one of which was an ebook. I am still reading a few books, but I'm not sure I'll be able to finish it. One of which is The Mountain by Thomas Mann. I don't know if you've heard of the book or if you've read it. Probably not, because it's one of those books that's so particular, and it's actually a mountain to get through. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish it. I'm also reading existential physics. I don't think I would like to have a friendship with an actual physicist because they seem very annoying. I don't know. I mean, the whole book is about theories, but somehow the concept of God, whatever that may mean to you, is just written off, which is really funny to me. I have to laugh a lot. I don't understand what's going on in the book, but I am enjoying myself with the audacity of this person. But I don't think I want to be friends with a physicist. They seem annoying. But before we move on, I want to say welcome to Gab, Maxine, Arwin, I love that name, and Odysseus, I think that is supposed to go over at the end there. Welcome, and thank you for the follows. I hope you're having a good Monday so far. Have you read the Book of Unrest? No, I have not, Last Bound. What is it about? Sounds very interesting. I'll give it a quick look on Goodreads, or actually just on the story graph, because I am on the story graph. Oh wow, Carvalho, how did you do that? Wow, that's pretty. I didn't know that was possible. Listen, I don't know what Twitch does, but that is amazing. I love it. Thank you. Zen in the Art of Existential Physics. I mean, Blue, it's wild. The book is wild. Let me. I try to read a few pages every day, but mostly, I mean, I don't feel like I'm learning a lot. But aside from what this person is like, this Sabine Hossenfelder, I'm not saying she's a bad person or anything, but I think it's fascinating that in a field that is made of theory, the concept of God is written off so conclusively, and that just tickles me. Because I don't know what's out there, and they say that they don't know either. But for some reason, this person, I don't know. To me, it sounds like there's a lot of hypocrisy in there. And a footnote made me laugh really loud this morning. Let me think. I don't know what she was talking about, honestly. Oh, this was about emergent and fundamental theories. It's theories, right? Theories. They're not proven. More likely, what's currently fundamental. So I guess talking about like gravity, for example. More likely, what's currently fundamental will turn out to be emergent from yet another deeper level. So she's talking about the levels of physics, I guess, with say the body of a human being emergent, and the molecular level. Oh no, you know what I mean. The base, the building blocks are fundamental, right? And then there's like a footnote, and it says the search for this deeper level was the subject of my previous book, Lost in Math: How Beauty Leads Physics Astray, and I will not cover it in detail. had to laugh. I had to laugh. Like, wait, okay. I mean, you could just say I'm going to. I'm referencing you, but the way she brings it is just hilarious. I love it. I love this person. It's a bits message thing. Oh, thank you for the bits. Oh, I see. Thank you for the bits. I had no idea. Is that new? I love seeing fellow Storygraph enjoyers. Yeah, I love the Storygraph. It's a lot better than Goodreads, I feel like. But I'm so used to Goodreads, so I still do use it. But I love the statistics of it all on the Storygraph. Diam has on buying books. Also, yes, yes. I try very hard to do that, but it's not easy living in the Netherlands and reading just predominantly the English books. Is like going to secondhand stores and stuff. There's rarely anything interesting for me over there, so it's a struggle. But I do my best. It's only episodes of the writer's life, how he perceives life, and that he likes to dream nearly always. Interesting, interesting. Theories have a lot of evidence for them, though, in scientific terms. Yeah, but wait. Where was it? Where was it? Did I? Oh, oh, here. I think I didn't tab it, but I did right. So, physicists have a name for this disconnect. I'm not going to explain it because I don't know how. But there's a disconnect between theories, I guess. The decoupling of scales, but no explanation. So, physicists have determined that there is a disconnect, which is called decoupling of scales, but they don't know why. Maybe there isn't an answer. The world has to be some way and not another, and so we will always be left with unanswered why questions. Or maybe this particular why question tells us we're missing an overarching principle that connects the different layers. And I'm like, maybe that means the concept of God. Do you see what I mean? Why is it so hard to include that if you're, because there's also not a way to disprove. And when I say God, I mean like the everything. Like you could call it universe, you can call it karma. I'm not saying the God as in what most people associate with the word. I'm not saying like the religious stereotypical meaning of God. I just mean the unanswered. And that is just, it tickles me. It tickles me. Exactly. You can also say, I don't know. Like, but but in the beginning, she really writes off the concept of God. And that was just like, you know, that's not really fair. That's not really fair. Especially if you're going into theories that, no, she's not. She is vehemently denying the existence of religion and God in the beginning. So it's interesting. I'm not saying that what she's saying is wrong or anything, because I have no clue. I really have no clue what's going on in this book, but I'm determined to get through it. Is that what this tab is? No. Yeah, the way she writes it off is like it's silly, it's useless, so let's not talk about it. She isn't actually I don't know how to explain it because this is so complicated. It's so complicated. The way she brings things are interesting. Um, and I get if you're as smart as this, you're probably a bit annoyed with people who are not as smart as you. I can't imagine how hard it must have been for Einstein, for example, to be alive. But I don't know. It's just it's I have to finish it before I can actually explain it. she seems very judgmental, is what I'm trying to say. Um, like she's going for an interview with someone called David Deutsch, and she is just hating on the outside of his house for no reason. Like the door could use some paint. What are you talking about? There's nothing to do with what you're doing there. Why? Girl! So I'm enjoying myself, just to be clear. I'm enjoying myself. Uh, oh, hi, Colorlog. Sabine seems to be a somewhat polarizing YouTuber. I don't know anything about her really. I don't know this person. I don't know this person. I really don't. I'm just letting you know what I feel when I'm reading this, which is amusement most of all. I'm not annoyed. I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm not saying she's right, but the way she words things are, mm, for people who are religious, probably very uh, incendiary. Is that the word? It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary the way she brings it. And that I don't believe in any type of God, and I don't understand the need to label things we don't understand as God. But I'm not saying God. That's why I explained. I'm not saying. I'm saying God for ease of use, but that can mean anything you want, whether it's coincidence, synchronicity, the universe, or God. Some people use the word God. Uh, it is an overarching principle idea. I feel like miracles. It can be whatever word you want to use, and I do think there's something that we don't understand. I do. It could also be the simulation, because honestly, sometimes I feel like a sim. I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like the person who is playing my sim is a bit unhinged and needs to read some books. Anyway, I am working on notes for my YouTube video of my October wrap. I'm going to continue doing that. If you want to keep each other company in chat, that would help me out greatly. If you want to work, let's get to it. Thank you for the follow, Julius Book Lover. Welcome in. I'm going to mute myself now, and I'll see you in half an hour. Good luck. Last minute. Quite a bit less, but I was a bit distracted by Winston. We are taking a 10-minute break, and after that, we are going into a power hour. So get ready, because the point of the power hour is to try and get into a flow state. It's getting a bit too loud outside. Hold on, let me close the window. Whew. All right. I am making notes for my video that is either going up on Friday or next week about the books that I read this month. Honestly, it feels like I've been through a lifetime since I read We Love You, Bunny. It's 2 bunny books this month, which is interesting. Why are bunnies these days associated with horror? Can anyone explain that to me? Is that because of Mona Awad? Yeah, I don't know about this one. A lot of people said that it didn't have to exist, but I'm not sure. It's an interesting continuation slash looking back on what happened in Bunny. But I feel like the way it is laid out is a bit unfortunate. There's a part in there that is very tedious, and that would have been more interesting if it had been got up in different ways, I think. But overall, I didn't mind it. And a big oh God, I have trouble with words today. I'm sorry. Comment on this was probably that a lot of people felt like it took away the magic of Bunny. I don't agree. I still don't understand what happened in Bunny. It's and it was amusing. A bit inconsistent in the tedious part, though. Not a lot of notes. Some people think it's a cash grab, but I don't know. Could be said of all continuations, don't you think? This one was a little bit more interesting. I can't wait for the third book. I hope they stop at 3. That I do. But this was a lot more interesting, I have to say. I do want to listen to the podcast as well. I haven't started it yet. But also, I'm a bit freaked out because every time, the first time I read Rabbits, I know it's confusing. We have Rabbits by Terry Miles and Bunny by Mona Awad. 2 completely different stories. Rabbits is about a game that takes place in real life. You're not really supposed to talk about it though, kind of Fight Club style. And once the game starts, you have to follow synchronicities and like clues, and you can win. Uncertain. It's uncertain what you win, but basically, it's rumored that you either win enough money for the rest of eternity, or your dreams come true, or it's a huge thing, and it plays a bit into being paranoid, a little bit, because you have to follow random clues like seeing a certain color on someone's t-shirt, but it comes from a clothing line that doesn't have that color, so that's a clue. But I have to say I like this one better, and that doesn't happen very often. I think I like this one better. But I mean, it's so recent. I don't think the third book is going to be come out anytime soon. I haven't made my notes on this one yet, so I don't know. Yeah, 23. So that's quite recent. And I don't mind waiting for a book. I would rather wait a few more years than that a book is pushed too far, too fast, and it just doesn't make sense. It's one of the reasons that I love Donna Tartt so much. Speaking of which, it's about time to look her up again. Is there any news on a book by Donna Tartt? Probably not. I probably would have heard by now. No, nothing. That's sad. I love her. She actually takes the time to write books as the subject asks. Let's see. Then the latest update was in August, actually. Oh no, where am I? What the hell? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I don't know what that was. Someone who is annoying with it is the Game of Thrones guy. That isn't finished yet, is it? I don't know what to do with your name, by the way. Skate? Am I going to say Skate? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. I have not read Throne of Glass. I did read Akotar. I don't really have anything to say about it. It was just an experience, and I get why it was popular. It's a great escapism, but that's really where it stops for me. Did you enjoy it though? I mean, I guess if you're considering Throne of Glass, I don't even know what Throne of Glass is about. Is it by the same author or? Oh, it would be a nice way to escape reality a little bit because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books. It's about an 18-year-old assassin in the kingdom of Adarian. After a year of suffering for her crimes in a slave camp called Endovir, she accepts the offer of Crown Prince Dorian Haviliard, the king of Adarlan's son, to compete with the other assassins and thieves for a chance to serve as the king's champion. Eventually gain her freedom after 6 years in the king's service. This leads her to form unexpected bonds with both Dorian and Cole? Chol? The captain of the guard. Over time, Selena is drawn into a conspiracy and a series of battles leading to discoveries surrounding both the kingdom and herself. Oh, one of the books is like a prequel kind of thing, I guess. Does that count? It's short stories? I don't know. I don't know. There's a coloring book. Do like that. I wouldn't know Game of Thrones though, because how long has it been since the last Game of Thrones book? Um, Let me see. I didn't finish the TV show either. No, not the books. Jeez. Internet. What are you talking about? Oh, here it has to be. Song of Ice and Fire. Still planned. It's ridiculous. The last book, A Dance with Dragons, was released in 2011. Come on, dude. What are you doing? That's a lot. That's a lot of years. Is he okay? Because I do know the author isn't the youngest. I'll figure it out. Will it ever come out? Like, I don't even know, Amelia. And I get it. I get it. He got like really famous unexpectedly and he's just living the good life. I do get that. But also, dude, you haven't missed much with the final season of the TV show. I kind of know what happens, but I also know that Martin worked with the show and he wouldn't allow the actual ending that he has in his mind to be put in the series. So it's not going to be the same ending, that I do know. But I want to read the books first. I want to read the books first, and then I want to watch the show. You can't spoil it for me though, because I don't respond to that. First seasons were amazing. Yeah, I mean the money they put in it, and it was just so elaborate. Really, one of the better shows of in a long time. But dude, finish the books, all right? Because he has announced the last two books over a decade ago. At some point, you'll have to keep your word. All right, I'm going to continue with my notes. Make some tea. I need some sugar. A prime example of a show that started really good but ended in a wet fart. Wheel, wet fart. People were very upset. I do remember. I saw the clips of people getting really upset, which is really funny to me. I have to say that I was upset by the ending of the last book, so I get it. So not even the books are gonna satisfy you, because if there's one thing you learn as a writer, especially if you're writing high fantasy, you have to kill your darlings. You have to kill your darlings. So I don't know how that works out in the TV show of Game of Thrones, but this is the reason why I have trouble continuing Wheel of Time. I am terrified. I don't want to know. So we'll do that next year. But for now, we're going into a power hour. The point of which is, as I said, to try and get into the zone. Um, it's a practice though. So don't be angry at yourself if you don't make it through the entire hour. I'm not going to be able to either. We're just going to try and do our best. But I'm going to mute myself so you can actually focus, and I'll see you in an hour. Good luck. last minute. Welcome back. How did it go? I'm pretty much done with the notes that I needed to make. Minus the books that I'm still reading, but who knows whether I'll be able to finish them actually. So I can't write notes on those. Um, oh, I was looking into one of the books I really loved was When Among Crows. Like actually, seriously, this is one of those books that felt new and fresh and original. Apparently, it's based on Slavic folklore, which I don't think I'm very familiar with, not consciously at least. So it felt too short. This could have been 200 pages longer, and I would still have felt like it was short. Um, and there's a second. It's a series. The second book is also just I think 200 pages or something, which is a shame. So I thought, why not look into the author, which is I didn't realize it, but this is the author of the Divergent series. I didn't read those. I have to admit. Uh, might eventually, because I feel like that's one of those series that a lot of people have read, and I'm kind of curious about it. But I am reading some reviews of other books, and oh no, sometimes that's really, you really shouldn't do that, which is unfortunate because there's one book called Carve. Was it this one? Hold on. Yeah, Carve the Mark, which is actually 468 pages on average. And I thought, yay, something that I can dig my brain into that is not done within an evening. But I'm afraid now that there's some worrying um, talk about the book, and I don't feel like this. Apparently, it's not very inclusive, but in a hurtful way. Yeah. Mm. But maybe I should read it myself to see whether they're right, because sometimes the people respond in an emotional way and don't finish it and then give it a bad review. It happens, but I'm worried. This is why I don't like looking at reviews before picking up a book. But I got curious. It's my own fault. Anyway, I am having a lot of trouble keeping my body upright. So I'm going to finish it here, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to be reading yet. Probably the Pumpkin Spice Cafe book, because I do want to try to finish that before the end of the month. Um, and it's uncertain whether I am able to go into the wild for my series over on YouTube. But I'll have to see. It depends on the weather, which is a shame, but alas, that's just how it is. But before I go, I want to welcome a few people that came in during the power hour. Yes, let's hear. Welcome Storm and Twilks and Goda Heiko and Smart Noise and Nazumks. Oh no. And Ainur, if I said your name wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong. Always. Welcome in, and thank you so much for the follows. I'm gonna go now though. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll look at the schedule to see what that means for you. I had an endometriosis flare up this morning, and it tired me out a lot more than I thought. So I'm not gonna I'm not going to torture you by looking at me being in pain any longer. Hopefully it will be gone by tomorrow. Or and if not, I'll be prepared this time. I love you. Take care of yourself. Don't forget to drink water, which I really should have done a little bit more. Be nice, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.